Greetings, race fans, and welcome to the 2016 World Cup of iRacing. This is Donovan Johns with Off Camber TV, and we're bringing you the first round of the World Cup featuring Armageddon in Demolition Derby style. Each group of drivers tonight are going to face off with 100 laps and 10 fast repairs to knock out their competition, all while defending their very own teammates. Each club can field up to 7 drivers, but only the top 5 drivers from each team will earn points to advance to the next round. Teams are awarded their points by their finishing order, 43 points for first place, each position after that getting 1 point less. Team points are totaled up, and the team that earns the most overall points advances to the Armageddon finals. With us tonight, our director is the famous Tony Knuckles, and I'm in the booth tonight with Katie Reed and Mark Walls. Hey, how are you guys doing tonight?
Man, we are doing fantastic. We're at Lanier, a nice short track, and the encouragement of the bump and run to advance your position is just going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not saying Matt Kenseth might be involved. I'm just saying they might be copying him because if they have any reason to move someone out of the way, it is definitely here in Demo Derby style because I'm looking at the group stage right now with all of the clubs that we have available, and Florida has shown up, and they have shown up in force. 7 drivers against the rest of the field. This is going to be pretty tough, and my heart goes out to Ryan Farnay. He's the only driver from Georgia, the lone driver at the current moment, so you got to watch out for him.
Right, we've got a couple other guys from Carolina and a couple of guys from Brazil out here in the field. Looking forward to hopefully seeing a couple more drivers join us before we go to qualifying.
Absolutely. It looks like we have two and a half minutes left roundabout. These drivers are just driving around practicing right now. Doesn't look like they're getting into too much trouble. It's mostly just trying to pass each other when people are going into the pits. But for the most part, they're keeping it clean, but that shows no comparison to what they'll be doing once that green flag drops.
It's going to be a no-holds-barred competition, trying to see who can get those final points and earn the most to move in the next round to compete against all the other clubs.
Yeah, and what better way to start it with a demo derby? You got to think World Cup, going up against these different regions, battling out to the finals. This is going to start some intense rivalry. This is going to be the new way of getting things started, and you got clubs battling each other. Why not start it off wrecking them all?
Taking that battle to the next evolution of an actual iRacing battle.
Yeah, now something to look out for is that every single Florida driver has the same paint scheme right now. So any driver that has that white paint scheme, a little bit of red, a little bit of orange in their colors right there, that is a Florida driver, and that's a good way to identify the massive team of Florida against a couple other smaller teams.
Is that the target that we're going for tonight?
Something about that. I think I don't know, if I was on one of these other teams like Carolina, Brazil, even Georgia, I think I might discuss a little bit with them and try and team up against Florida, because like we mentioned, it really is going to come down to a team dynamic, especially when you're trying to take out cars early, and because of that, that's 7 against a few other drivers, so it's going to be tough for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Florida are the only team who came out with team paints for this event. Everyone else is kind of running their home brew. And let's see, yeah, both of the Brazil drivers are running different paint schemes, and the Carolina boys are running individual schemes as well.
Yeah, it looks to me like the Carolina drivers, they are both running red on the front of their car. So that would be one easy way to say, but unfortunately there is another driver that has red on their car, and it's one of the Brazil racers. He has the Target paint scheme, so it'll be tough to watch him out there, but we'll make sure to comment on which club they belong to throughout the race.
Looks like we're moving over into the qualifying for tonight's race.
Looks like first out on the track right now, we are looking at Aaron Smith II. Currently ran a time of 15.362. That was his practice time, and that was good enough for 6th place in practice out of the total 11 that put down some type of speed. So it looks like he took the green, hopefully going to log 1 lap here, and we'll get a good idea of what we're looking at for a time. And there it goes, 15.210. Already someone has jumped him, and that is Bill Brown. Bill Brown sitting at the top spot, qualified first right now, with the first time practice or qualifying under 15 seconds.
That is an amazing lap time to lay down here in the fixed setup street stocks. From what I gather, I believe these guys are running the iRacing default setup for this race, so it's going to be a challenge to drive these things 1 lap, much less 100 laps.
Not only that, they got to run them while they have damage and avoiding any possible wrecks that are trying to come at their way.
And it looks like second on the board is Cody Fisher in the 83. He put down a time of 15.142. Actually slowed down a little bit. On this qualifying lap. I'm actually very interested in Gary Schilling right now. He did not put down a practice lap at all, just put in a qualifying time. And according to that time, he's going to be pretty far off. That is a 17-second lap.
Yeah, I don't know if the speeds are going to matter. You know, once you get that first wreck in, that's going to collect everybody. At that point, it's survival and trying to get around them. So I've seen races like this before. The fastest guy usually getting taken out pretty early because he's the first target for everyone else on the racetrack. So it's going to be interesting. You know, a 16-6 might win the race because the top 5 all wreck each other.
Yeah, just taking a look at the qualifying field, and Aaron Smith, Trevor Rizzo, and Gary Schilling all belong to the Carolina Club. Now, that's fantastic. They now have 3 teammates, but unfortunately, they are spread throughout this field. We've got Aaron in 3rd, Trevor in 7th, and Gary in the back in 13th. So if they're trying to attack as a team, they need to come up with a clear strategy because they are really spread apart right now.
Yeah, and team strategies is going to be something here. I know in a lot of other leagues, OCTV here, we do broadcast the Thursday night Northwest Truck Series League, and the teams there do a lot of communication, and they've really honed that ability with Mark Walls being a teammate there. Team strategy-wise and communication, Mark, what do you think is going to help or hinder those who are either communicating regularly in our own TeamSpeak server, or are they just out there winging it?
You know what? I don't think they're out there winging it. This is a big event for the clubs. I heard some spotter communication already about TeamSpeak servers, so I know these guys are grouped up. This is what it takes to prepare yourself and race these World Cup races. It takes your whole team, your whole club involved, and the more guys you have in that race and the same TeamSpeak server gives you that much more of an advantage over that competition. So that plays a huge part in racing.
Well, we're gonna hopefully take a green flag here pretty soon. Get to see what these guys have brought to the table, and I know there's other clubs who are watching, going to see how this plays out, to see how that's going to affect Group B, Group C, Group D, Group E, and Group F as this all finalizes to get to the Armageddon.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at this field real quick, and I do spot actually the 2 drivers from Brazil start directly behind each other on the outside, I believe on the outside lane here. So it'd be interesting if they can stick up together. I know that someone had mentioned that quite possibly one strategy might be to stick near that wall, maybe to try and avoid anyone trying to turn them, maybe on the bottom of the track. We'll have to see here, but this will be a very interesting race.
That is it. Looks like we are getting ready to finish up here.
And we are getting ready to grid them up.
And I'm actually taking a look at the communications around the track right now, and it looks like Trevor Rizzo, the driver from Carolina, has mentioned, hey guys, there's quite a bit of Florida drivers. Why don't we maybe aim for them first? Which is not a bad strategy, but unfortunately, he just broadcasted that to the entire iRacing server. So, good strategy. Might not be good to say that to the people you're trying to wreck.
Yep, getting ready to do intro here. Let's go ahead and go through the field. Sitting on our pole tonight is going to be Billy Brown. Outside is going to be Cody Fisher. Row 2, Aaron Smith and Gabriel Mauricio. Practicing on these names. Coming up behind them in 5th place is Kevin Williams and Alex Montanero. I'm going to butcher these poor guys' names. In 7th, Trevor Rizzo. 8th place is Ryan Farney. Coming in 9th is Eddie Moran. Coming in 10th is Austin Moore. 11th place is Mike A. Taylor. 12th is Dustin Hamilton. And bringing up the back of the field is Gary Schilling.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, that first lane right there Florida has it covered. They've got both lanes, outside, inside, on that first row covered. Reminder to everyone that might be just joining, every single Florida car, thankfully, has the same paint scheme. It is that white hood with a picture of an orange Florida state image right there. And it actually, ironically, has a little hurricane picture behind it. So that is what every single Florida driver looks like right now. So that'll give you an idea of who's against who. Now, on that second row, we have Aaron Smith. He is from Carolina. And again, with these names, we apologize in advance. Gabriel Mauricio, and he is from Brazil. So we have a few different teams on that second row, but on that first one, that's where it'll get interesting.
Yeah, and you look at that Florida Hurricane logo. Did they throw that together, or does that mean they are really going to tear through this racetrack and these drivers on track?
Just a quick reminder, 100 laps, 10 quick repairs, 10 fast repairs to use.
And we are going green right now. The 11 car taking off for the early lead and actually collecting in some of his own teammate there a little bit.
Ooh, look at that 8 car spinning the 23 right there. You see a lot of Florida drivers trying to get through. Ooh, 3 different drivers taking each other out. That is all the way in the back there.
That is a goodly amount of carnage for lap 1. And with no cautions whatsoever, we're going to keep on going green and see what we can catch up to and continue in this carnage.
Yeah, Ryan Forney was the first driver taken out. He is the number 24 from Georgia, the only car from Georgia. He's been taken out. Oh, a couple Florida drivers being taken out right now. That is the one of Eddie Moran. Back behind him, Austin Moore still spinning around in turn 3 right now.
Things have seemed to have calmed down and cars have spread out just a little bit. We've got a whole bunch of little hurricanes surrounding the target car number 42 of Gabriel Mauricio.
Ooh, taking a look at the 42 right now, smacking that 9 car. Reminder, that 9 car is 1 lap down. Ooh, and there he goes, 24 spinning him out.
So
Probably
blocking already in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably not the Florida car he wants to turn around, but he definitely needs to start driving through this field because Florida actually just controls it right now up in the first 2 spots.
Yeah, we got Bill Brown already catching lap traffic.
And he is patiently trying to get on the inside.
Ooh,
And he turns the lap traffic. Get out of the way.
Very nicely done.
He is not taking a chance at all. Look at that spin. That was almost a perfect spin. And actually, funny enough, the 83 backed off and let him keep the lead. So 2 Florida drivers sticking together, trying to take people out as our leaders.
Yeah, right. Right now, the guys just making their way around, trying to get comfortable. Again, the 11 cars coming back up on the 23.
Sorry about that. On the backstretch, 17 spun out. He was sitting in the 10th spot there. He's going to go down a lap, just smashed against that wall. He needs to put that car in reverse. He is just ramming that wall over and over
Oh, the
again.
23 takes out the 11.
Yet again, and the 11 gotten taken out right and turned by his own teammate there.
Ooh, now the 23 is wrecking. Oh, and the 8. Look at all these drivers getting involved. Oh, the 23 absolutely getting destroyed by these other cars. Look at that.
And the 42, he is trying real hard to get this 9 car.
I tell you what, this 11 is spun out. He was our leader not 2 laps ago, is currently sitting in 9th position.
Oh, the 83 and 23 around.
Oh,
Collecting the
83
6.
out. Look at this. Oh, and the 9 takes the 42 out. That is a lap down car taking out our leader. 42 still technically has the lead, but he's getting back up. Oh, and then now the 8 takes him out.
They're still at each other.
Look at this mayhem. The new leader, number 83. He is from the Florida club.
Oh, and
That
the
42.
23.
Oh. No.
There is a cluster
wow.
going into one. Oh, the 23 up and
Ooh.
on its lid.
23 is toast. 42 is toast. 1's toast. 41 just getting moving, but he's going to have to pit. His entire front end is gone.
Oh,
There's
and
3 cars towing.
Florida Club is running into its own self, getting in its own way here.
Yeah, you have so many cars, and you're starting to put up a barrier, a roadblock now with so many of your cars spinning, and it's preventing your other teammates from getting through.
So right now
Oh
we
my
have
gosh.
Cody Fisher from Florida in the lead, but still anybody's game.
Yeah, and he's actually half a lap, more than half a lap, in front of our second place driver, who's from a different club here, a Carolina club now up there in second. Look at him go. That is Aaron Smith.
98.
This is just an amazing carnage fest. Man, these guys put on quite a fun show to watch.
Look at these guys go, man. Oh, the 17 gets taken out by the 36.
Hard in the wall.
Yeah, a bunch of these cars are a lap
and the
down
one
already.
nailed
Ooh.
it.
And
17.
the one just drove right into an already wrecking car.
Yeah, that 17 is not having a lot of fun. He is also from Carolina. A reminder, the 17, not a lot of fast times, but it really doesn't matter with so much wrecking going on.
Oh, and teammates almost collecting themselves there. The 98 and the 8 almost collided as they're coming out of the pits.
Yeah, quick rundown. This is what the front of the field looks like. It is Cody Fisher in the 83. He is leading right now with a relatively clean car. Back behind him, well, behind him on the leaderboard, not really behind him on the track, is the 98, Aaron Smith. He's almost going a lap down to our leader. Only a corner between them.
Yeah, and actually the 98 is only... Oh, and he just got taken out hard by the 23 and the 8 car. Just hard hits.
Yeah, it is not working out for him, and that is exactly what Florida wants to see, is other clubs taking out other clubs. They're just not going after the right guys, it looks like. Oh, there we go. Now the 98. Yeah, there we go. Throwing a little bit of a body block there, pushing them into the wall.
And we're coming up just almost to the quarter way of this race. And these looks like the 98 does have a little wall of protection around him with the 11 and the 1.
The 9 and 42 collided. 42 just got back on track, too.
Look at these cars. There are so many cars in pit lane right now.
There's
Look
so
at
much
this, the
engine
9, the
smoke.
42,
Wow.
all into that corner. That is actually absolutely a massive traffic jam. Oh, the 42 pressing the 9 again. 42 needs to get back in it. He is so far behind, a total of 5 laps right now behind our leaders.
Our leader is having trouble with the 17, and the 1 dives it in to take the 17 out to keep Florida in the lead.
Look at this pack. The 11 and the 1 blocking for the front of the 83, the 41 following him through. This looks perfect. Trying to defend that 83 car, wanting to keep him absolutely clean.
This is how
And
the
the
clubs
42
operate.
punts the 41 out of the way.
They are throwing a protection on this guy, the 42 car out of Brazil, just trying to get up there to take out that leader.
Yeah, this is really perfect strategy from the Florida club. Look at them. They've got protection up front, protection out back, and the 83 nicely fitted into the middle there. Just logging laps right now.
And they are coming up on the 8 car, so let's see what the 11 does with the 8 car.
Meanwhile, 42 back there just beating on that 1 car.
Yeah, that 42 is trying his hardest to come up through this field, but a reminder, he is already 5 laps down. Only sitting in
the
8th
11
position.
turning the 8.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice
That was a
little
perfect
hit.
turn from him.
83 needs to check it up, get back behind his blocker.
Yes,
Never want-
indeed.
Never want your quarterback to get out in front of you.
Well, it looks like he's letting it go. The 83 is actually trying his hardest to pass that 11 car. That's interesting to see that happen.
Well, and the 11 car is actually currently running in 2nd spot.
Yeah, it just put him down a lap. Ooh, that 8 car looks like it might be slowing up.
Oh, no.
Way too late of a
Totally
reaction.
missed it.
Oh, but turns the
Takes out
6 into
the
the wall.
6.
That is
That-
Dustin Hamilton.
That
His
allows
front end is toast.
that 42 to look at that 83 and start coming after him.
Absolutely. This 11 is blocking out front, but he kind of needs to get back behind because that 42 is absolutely coming on his tail end there.
And of course, we've got the good old 23 right up here, looking like he's going to throw a block. And there's another, the 1 car.
1 car
Ooh.
sideways.
The 23 turns the 9 car out front. The 83 perfectly fitted in behind, in between 2 Florida cars. That 42 though, looking for the bumper
There's
on the 1
that
car.
23.
That 23 trying to slow down, trying to get to that 83 car.
83
Ooh, the
checked it
42's
up to keep
coming.
the 23.
Oh,
Oh, the
And
42.
the 42 in the wall.
Oh, man.
The strategy is real. Look at that 83 going after that 23 now. This is our leader going after lap cars.
Leader Schmieder, he's out to hit.
Look at him, still going after him. The 1 bump wasn't enough. Oh, might spin himself out. Gotta be careful. Oh,
And he-
just
he
jamming the
does.
23 up. That's gonna run him into the wall.
Oh, and taking himself. Oh, so much damage.
It's funny because none of these Florida drivers are slowing up. They want to get their laps back. That 83 is suffering right now while everybody leaves him in the dust, really.
Florida is just putting on an amazing performance right now.
Yeah. Very, very incredible by these guys. First, second, third, fourth, all top 4 cars are from
Oh,
Florida.
24 is out and wrecking. Oh, he's got the 1
Oh!
and the 41. Oh,
And the
Take
40.
brutal
Good.
hit.
Now, I tell you what, that 24 got by that wreck, and that was very good of him. This is the first car not part of Florida. He's actually the lone Georgia car. This is Georgia. Only 1 driver has shown up for that club, and he's currently in 4th position. '23 is absolutely totaled on pit lane here. We're going to check back up with the leader. That is still Cody Fisher. Trying to keep it clean behind his teammate. That is the 36 of Mike Taylor.
Yeah, being patient when there's no one around front or back of these guys, but being patient, waiting, knowing that somebody's going to jump out of the pit box here and just gun for you. You got to run with your blocker.
Yeah, I think they had a perfect setup where I think, 2 out front, 2 out back is almost perfect because you can jam someone up and then have someone else still there to back you up. And that I think that would work out perfect. But right now, there's just no traffic around, so the 83 really doesn't have to worry.
Not at all. And looking at the standings we got right now, the top 4, all Florida drivers, multiple laps down, but still right there, advancing those top 5.
Yeah, and actually, as I had mentioned, Ryan Fournier, he is our first driver not part of Florida, but now he just spun himself out. He just spun himself out on the track. Now he's currently
36
losing
is
spots up in the
turning
pace.
the 23. He is trying.
He is using that bumper all over the back of the 23 car. 23 is not going to let him turn him.
Yeah, I think the 23 is trying to get past that 36, slow down enough to hit that 83, but it's just
The
not working
24
right
and 41 around.
now. Ooh!
Oh,
Collects the 23.
36,
36 slowing up, 83 slowing up.
They are still wrecking him.
I just don't see this going anyone but Florida's way right now because they are absolutely destroying anyone around them.
Going through looking at our top 5 still, we do have Cody Fisher in the 83 car, Bill Brown in the 11, Mike Taylor in the 36 sitting third, Aaron Smith in the 98 running fourth, and Ryan Farney in the, just got taken over by Gabriel Marcio in the 42, taken in fifth.
Yeah, finally got a little combination up front in their top 5. First 3 are Florida. Fourth is Aaron Smith from Carolina, and fifth is Gabriel from Brazil.
Looks like Florida has suffered its first loss. Eddie Moran in the one car has parked it.
Oh no, what will Florida do with only 6 drivers now? Oh, you really hate to see that. I think they're just logging laps right now. I think everyone is just said, oh, look at the 41 trying to go for the 98. It just rams into the wall. Oh, that was a little sad from the 41. Absolutely just wiped himself out. Totally missed that 98. I think they're going for the top spots now. They're trying to take out the other 2 drivers that are not from Florida in the top 5. Ooh,
23 got the 9.
Oh, the
17
collected a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, 98. Look at the 98 here. Oh, they're cornering him. Oh, that poor 98. Aaron Smith absolutely getting cornered. Look at the 41, the 9.
Just being dominated right now.
And then look, he spins around and he keeps going. He absolutely keeps going. Look at that. And actually, the 83, our leader, got mixed up a little bit.
Oh, the 41! Head on!
Oh, he's on his hood. Oh, no, the 8 hitting him dead on. Now the 17. Oh, the 8's on his hood now. Oh, this is getting ugly.
Oh,
wow.
Man. These guys.
Keep your eye on that 98. You better watch that 98 because that 9 is absolutely coming for him. The Florida drivers are trying desperately to take out this 98 car because the 98 holds the 4th spot right now.
'83 just kind of walked himself right into the wall in the backstretch there. He's lost a lot of time. He may have injured himself.
Ooh, look at this 9 dive. Oh, 36 holding up, trying to get that 98 car. 98 car almost spins himself out. He's got 3 Florida drivers in front of him. Oh, he goes for the 11 and absolutely wipes him out, but takes himself out in the process. Ooh, that 98's limping. He is limping bad.
Yeah. The 83 had just let himself get into the wall, so he had no protection around him. Would have been a great time for the 98 to hunt down that 83.
Ooh, 98 looks like he's going to have to pull into pit lane right here. No surprise there. The 42 making some passes just past that 98. Now Brazil owns the 4th spot, and they have their first car after Florida taking up 3 spots up top.
And the 8 is back out. Fresh car. Let's see how many more he can tangle.
I don't think an 8 has a big chance here. Oh, as he spins himself out. He is down 20 laps right now. 20 laps down. We have 43 to go. Oh, and he absolutely takes out the 41. That is no competition for him. The 41, 7 laps in front of him. But hey, who knows if he gets destroyed enough, that 41 can get kicked out. Oh, and the 8 takes out the 9. This 8 has no morals right now. He is just absolutely destroying anyone in his path.
Yeah. Club Carolina definitely trying to go.
Turns the 42 head on in the wall. 24 spinning the 9.
24 just clears the way for the 98. The 98 says, thank you very much. 24, the single car from Georgia. The 98, the lead car from Carolina. You see them. They're actually pretty clean right now. That was a very clean pass by Aaron Smith. Oh, 24 diving in there. This is your 4th and 5th place car, but they are separated by 3 laps on the track. So this is not a current battle for position, but that doesn't stop the 98 from taking out the 24. Ooh, and the 41 takes himself out in front of that for some reason.
The 8 is right at the 83. The 8 turns the 83.
Ooh, that was our leader. The 83 is absolutely destroyed. He has to reset.
He takes his reset.
Oh, he's going to take the toe, too. That's going to leave some laps back for everybody.
Yeah, now the 11, he will pass for the lead right now out of turn 4. There you go. Our new leader, Bill Brown, in the 11 car. Cody Fisher takes up second, but he is sitting on pit lane right now.
That 42 right behind the 11.
This should allow Mike Taylor in the 36 to maybe even get back on the into second place.
17 and the 11 collide.
Ooh. Oh, and he takes out the 36.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at that spin by Mike Taylor.
And the 24
on his hood.
and
The
the 98
involved. Oh,
That
it's a mess
is some
now.
backstretch carnage.
98 is still hitting the 11.
The 11 has to pit. His car's destroyed. The 83 now coming off of pit lane. Oh, the 17 is by the 9.
942.
42 collected. Woo, it's
Wow,
getting busy.
hard in the wall.
Oh, 23 collects into it.
35 laps to go. 83 is about to take the lead back from Bill Brown. Bill Brown still hasn't even hit his pit stall yet. Ooh, looks like that 17 thought of pitting, but didn't get a chance to. That 11 finally reset. Cody Fisher only 1 lap down, trying to gain that back as well.
And the 23 was looking to take the 83 out. 9 steps in play.
Ooh,
And the 23
he
nails him.
Success.
He gets him.
That was a nice hit, but
Here
not
comes-
gonna.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
he
he
comes
comes-
off pit lane.
8 comes out of the pits and takes the 83 out,
That
coming off
was
of
a-
pit road.
Great hit.
That was
Fantastic.
the best exit I've seen so far in this race. Just, I mean, his bumper was the only thing off of pit lane, and he spun him.
The 8 is just tearing through this field. That
Ooh,
was
83
one
has to
mission.
pit.
24 is just getting demolished by a bunch of cars in turn 3. Oh, took out the 41 hard.
Ooh, the 23 gets squeezed to the wall by that 41. The 23 is going to have to pit. He is so damaged right now. Coming across the line, guys, we have 31 laps to go here. We'll have 31 laps to go. Bill Brown is our leader. He is currently from Florida. Cody Fisher is our second place, just now resetting his car. He's in second, 2 laps down. The first driver that is not from Florida, that is the 42, and he is currently from Brazil.
We got a bunch of guys coming down pit lane now, getting ready to come back out with their fresh cars.
Can they do it like the 8 car?
I don't even know what to expect anymore. It's just been so much carnage. It has been insane. I'm watching this 42 going after this 98. That 42 has shown no respect whatsoever. That 83's got a clean car following them, but if these guys spin, that 83 could get involved.
And the 11 has some help. He's got the 6 in front of him now. That is the teammate playing blocker.
Ooh, but the 6 moves out of the way, actually. Ooh, as we mentioned, the 42 taking out the 41 and the 98 involved as well. 83 gets
Holy
cleanly through,
Flipping.
but oh, that 42 is going to have to reset. That is definitely a meatball.
The 98 takes out the 11.
Yeah, there we go. 98 takes out the 11. The 6 right now totaled. The 98, they're going to have to come in as well.
The 42 is crop dusting the track.
Oh, look at this pit exit. They're just
They
slapping
are
each other
bundled up.
around on exit.
Oh, the 6 and the 98 just look thoroughly done. Another look at the 8 car.
Oh,
Oh, he flips over the 98 car.
Oh, picking up the 24 at the same time.
Yeah, that 9 car is wanting to take out that 98 because they are actually fighting for position. Only 1 lap separates them. And they're trying to reverse on the track, but they're so wrecked, they're just hitting each other over and over again.
And your leader,
Wow.
Bill Brown from Florida, is catching the 8 car.
Yeah, Bill Brown needs to take it easy here because if his car gets destroyed, the next car, still 4 laps down though. Oh, as he just smacks the wall, casually completing the lap here. Oh, the 8 spins out in front of the 11. 11 gives him a little bump trying to pass him low side, and he does. That 8 doesn't spin out in time to hit him.
He tried. Look at him diving in there. The 8 is giving it all he has to get this 11.
Look, I still have to shout out Ryan Forney. He is the only car from Georgia, and he is trying his hardest
Oh,
to...
the 83 turns the 17 hard in the wall.
Of course. And that 24 trying to move through right now in 7th position, but 18 laps behind.
Oh, the 23 takes out the 83.
Ooh, 17. Got the 24 below. Ooh, 17 hits the wall there on his own accord.
'98 is wibbling and wobbling all over the backstretch here, trying to hit either the 83 or the 41, and also make moves on himself to get some more spaces lined up. He is fallen way back.
And as they get grouped up right now, your leader, the number 11 of Bill
Ooh.
Brown.
Oh,
What
41.
was that? The 41 looks like he was aiming again for the 24 and absolutely missed him and rammed himself into the wall. And he's now bleeding bad. Look at him. Look at all that smoke. That was a clear miss from the 41. Oh, man. Swing and a miss there on that one.
He's playing wiffle ball all by himself.
Ooh, 24 on his own, not having a good day right now. That's the 9 car spun out with him on the front stretch. Look at all these cars coming. Absolute roadblock here. They get around him somehow. Look at this. All of a sudden, they decide to be clean.
And now we've got 2 Florida cars sandwiched in with three foreigners about ready to do some damage, maybe getting them out. 6 car diving on the 98.
Oh, look at that 98. Oh, the 98 wrapping himself in some trouble there.
The 17 and the 9 collide hard.
Ooh, the 17 is spun out. Still trying to get around here.
Looks like they got a little Florida sandwich up front.
I don't even know where up front is anymore.
Yeah, that's really based on
True.
the only person. Oh, look
Oh,
at
the 98
17.
turns the 83.
Oh man, the mayhem.
This is crazy.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. We have so many cars having to come into the pits. The 17, the 6, 24, all pitting right now.
The 8 is trying to get the 11. The 36 is blocking, ends up taking the 11.
Ooh, 8 takes out the 36. Look at that.
Oh,
the 41
49.
9 after the 36.
Oh, wow, he
Ooh.
flips him.
41 almost turned on his hood there. The 8 gets away. The 8 going back after 4 drivers, and he does. He takes out that 36 car.
And
He
we've
is
got
working it.
We got 10 laps to go.
That
This
was the
8
perfect
car.
combination.
He is on a mission right now for these Florida drivers. They better watch out.
I tell you what, the 8 car really can only gain a couple spots right now, but it doesn't matter to him. He wants those spots on the racetrack. He wants every single position he can. The 23 limping, the 8 passing him now. This absolute mayhem right now. Look at that 23 car trying to get back up to speed. He might go after the 8 car now.
Meanwhile, up front, the 11 car all by his lonesome with 8 laps to go.
Yeah, and really no one on the track around him either, so it looks like he might get home cleanly. We only have 7 laps to go, coming to 6 now, and he's 5 laps ahead of anyone.
Oh, the 23 and the 9 car.
Ooh, the 98
collect
involved as well. And the 24. And the 23.
41 just pile drive the 98.
Look at the 98 going in reverse on the track now. Trying to get spun around. Oh, the 41.
The race
misses him
leader,
a little bit.
race leader just snuck through all of that.
You know, only one car actually has a target on his hood, but that 41 sees one on the back of every other car. And then speaking of the target, there's that 42 just taking out the 41 I was talking about. Right behind him, the 8 car. That 8 car is troubled. He spins the 42 out. 24 involved. Look at these cars absolutely murdering each other.
11 wisely slowed it up and got around the 42.
And the 24 turns
man.
to 17 in front of the leader.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. The 42 trying to get back up to speed. Oh, he's got the 6 behind him. That 6 staying on that bumper. Ooh, 6 aims with the 42, misses. Swings and misses the 42, going after that 17. Diving in. Not going to get there. Not enough speed.
We got the leader trying to get around the 24 car. Meanwhile, the 83 almost took out the leader, his own teammate.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the 9 is trying to catch up to these guys. Oh, big wrecking right in front. 24 still looking like he can take this out.
Oh, and he ran himself onto the wall there.
Oh, man.
There is
the
our-
41.
Oh, and he flips over.
Ooh, fireworks on the track and above them now. The 41, he's not done. The 41, the race is over, and he is not done. What a finish. I mean, what a race. Just taking each other out. And we've got a car on their hood. Oh, 17. 36-9, all still wrecking.
Fantastic. That was a crowd.
Wow.
98 booted over the pit wall.
They are not done by any means.
They're
And
like,
the
I
8 car
have
is
4
still
more
going.
fast repairs. Let's go.
I think the 11 has won here before because he stopped his car perfectly on that checkered block right there, and now he's finishing his burnout. It's a nice burnout going back within the track there.
Little Alan Kolicki victory lap.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Other drivers still trying to take him out there.
Just absolutely entertaining by these guys. Just amazing to watch the carnage on the racetrack.
Well, this is just the first race of, 5 that we have to go through, 6. Next one's going to be at 4 a.m. Pacific time Saturday morning. We're going to do it all over again.
I think the 11's getting more damage right now than he did during the last part of that race. He's just trying to destroy his car, I think. But he deserves it, man. He won that by 5 laps. I mean that. 5 whole laps he beat second place by.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting too is Bill Brown, Florida driver, qualified on the pole with a 14.9 and ended up winning this demolition derby. That's just outstanding. He got taken out, put back, and still managed to come out on top.
Absolutely, that was a fantastic job by them, and we saw a little bit of strategy from the Florida drivers. The other ones not really so much. I think the 42 took on a little bit of a damaging role for Brazil, but other than that, I mean, they were just trying their hardest. That 8 car from Carolina trying to destroy other cars as well. We had Aaron Smith there from Carolina trying to gain spots. He did a good job there. So we had a couple combinations on the track, but that Florida team just way too many bodies to destroy.
Yeah, that car count is going to be the key for these clubs going forward. A lot of other clubs were watching this, and now that they've got their strategy in place, they saw the amount of drivers Florida had, and that's what it took to get the victory. So definitely look for that in some of these upcoming events.
I guess you can go right.
So looking at our final results, it looks like we've got the Bill Brown, who did take home the win with plus 5 laps on the field. Cody Fisher, Gabriel Mauricio, Mike Taylor, Austin Moore, Aaron Smith, Tony Rizzio coming in 7th, Ryan Farney, Gary Schilling in 9th, Alex I can't pronounce his name. Montanelli in 10th. Kevin Williams coming home 11th. Dustin Hamilton in 12th. And Eddie Moran pulled the plug early. Ended up 13th.
Yeah, it looks like when it comes to the clubs, looks like Bill Brown from Florida, easy. I think we can say towards the end there, just absolutely easy win for him. Cody Fisher from Florida. We had the first non-Florida finisher in 3rd. He is from Brazil. Mike Taylor back to Florida. Austin Moore from Florida as well. Aaron Smith, another one not from Florida, that is Carolina. So it looks like we've got a pretty good combination in the top 10, and not all Florida drivers up there, so that's really good to see.
Well, that was Group A racing featuring Carolina, Florida, Georgia. No one from the Mid-South or the Virginias came in for that. Group B will have coming up here in about 12 hours or so, featuring Asia, New Zealand, Australia, Finland, International Club, and Scandinavia. So
Yeah, I think they put those drivers together just for you to have some trouble with their names. I think that was their main intention.
Hey, if you guys have followed this race series at all, I can't say names to say nothing anyway.
Yeah, and it's gonna be even better for him at 4 a.m. with all those names too.
Right? No, it's just going to be car numbers.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You guys can take us out.
I think that wraps us up from here. Again, on behalf of Off Camber Television, that was our first competition of the World Cup, Armageddon style. On behalf of Mark Walls and Katie Reed, I'm Donovan Johns. See you guys in about 12 hours.